It's about the story first. Draw on the table. Hagoromo chalk. So, Furkan and I are currently discussing about what is a viable method to get more people to produce content successfully on YouTube. So, what do you think, Furkan?
Yeah, I mean like people love making contents, but one of their disadvantages of like not doing so is the content seems take too much time to produce.
I would agree. Do you want to know what my opinion is on that?
Yeah.
Blackboard, Hagoromo chalk. Hagoromo chalk. Writing. It's about the story first. I think the story needs to always come first and not the visuals and graphics and motion and all this fancy editing, because a story just needs to have three simple parts. A story needs to have an introduction, it needs to have a body, and it needs to have a conclusion.
Okay.
That's it. And so what most people do when they think of videos is they think about the aesthetic part. They think about color grading. They think about how to manage a motion graphic. They think about how to show really, really impressive, like visuals on it. But they don't focus on the story. And ultimately what happens is when you don't focus on the story, you lose the engagement. And so all the hard work that you put into producing your videos then become lost because it's not very engaging. Focus on the story first. Focus on just being able to, let's say, tell a story. Think about what is the start, what is the middle, and what is the end. And also, I think the other part is that most people, when they go on YouTube, they start by looking at the most complex, most involved, most fully finished, difficult vlogs first, and they base their inspiration on that. They don't look at the foundational first YouTube videos that everyone began with. And that ultimately leads to, I think, a lot of disappointment because, well, you're trying to copy somebody who's a master, but you should probably copy somebody who is just beginning at first. So I think the method is this then. The method is, how do you start with the simple process of storytelling? You could begin by, here are two things on my table that I'd like to talk about. Number one, this is a board marker. A board marker lets you draw on the board. This is a piece of chalk. A piece of chalk lets you draw on the table, like this and this. Those are two things that I use every day, a piece of chalk and a board marker. That would be a very simple way to create a blog that I think a lot of people would get more value out of. So, what's our conclusion for this story?
Story first.
Yes, story first. That's the way to win. All right, good luck.